So I'm here in Franklin, Tennessee for a Tribe Writer Conference. Judy, we miss you. And at this conference, we've just been challenged with so many things. And a huge part of why I'm here is because Tribe has been my whole existence as an author. I came to Tribe Writers the very first time, and what I learned at that course that very first time was that I'm an author. I'm a writer if I want to be a writer. And the next year I came with Lovely Traces, and there's so much I could tell you about how Tribe has impacted me. But it's a huge reason I have 2 books now, and that's why I'm on this call with you today, is to connect with you, because today we're launching EnVision YOU Unstuck and Confident, the Kindle version. Here's a couple of questions. If you're just tuning in and you're just figuring out that I have a book that I'm launching and you don't know much about it, here's some things that you might need to know. Who is it for? Okay, this book is for the woman she's probably experienced something kind of traumatic and it's shaken her up, but she is now to a point where she's ready to move forward. She's trying to take some next steps. If you are still really stuck in grief or loss or brokenness, then that's a different conversation, okay? And this book, probably you're not ready for it yet. Why do I know? Because I wrote Lovely Traces of Hope for that woman, okay? And this book is written for me as I was trying to break out of some of that. And I had to do a lot of healing first. And I had to do a lot of internal, just understanding the grief process. And so if you're really heavy in grief and brokenness and loss, this is not probably the book for you. But if you have found some of that healing and you're and if you're ready to take some next steps forward to make your remarkable difference, but you're finding that you're stuck, this book is for you. I wrote it for me. I wrote it for you. Okay, this book is for that woman. And here's something I want you to think about. What does it feel like to be stuck? Okay, I was challenged with that question this weekend. One of our speakers, it was Marcia. Judy has been to every other conference. But one of the gals challenged us to think about, what does it feel like to be stuck? And I mean, really sit and ponder that, because she had us just really experience what that might be like. And as we did, begin to identify in our bodies, in our thoughts, in our spirit, in our heart, in our face, where do we feel stuck? And I realized I feel it in my gut. My gut, immediately I felt a gut ache. I felt like there was just a pain that was really deep. I felt a heartache. I felt shoulder pain and right here pain. And I couldn't stop the tears. Okay? Now, in some ways I thought maybe I'm still grieving a lot. Maybe I am. But what I realized is that the stuck I became really aware of the stuck when I started to move forward. New stuck places, new layers, new aspects. And sometimes you just want it to be easy, right? Why does it have to be so hard? But stuck is very often a physiological thing. And it's a mental thing. What kind of thoughts are we thinking? What kind of behaviors are we doing, acting out on? And a lot of that, hey guys, I know some more of you have joined us, or gals I should say. There's a guy there too. Hi, Andy. So there have been a lot of opportunities in the point of trying to move forward that I've realized that I'm still stuck in some areas. So think about that. I want you just to ponder, what does it feel like for you to be stuck? Okay, now, as you do that, I don't want to leave you with that question, because the next question is, what would it feel like to be unstuck? What would it feel like to be unstuck? And as this is really cool, and I wish I could spread this camera so you could see my arms. But as I was talking to Rennie about it this morning, I was telling him, I said, what I think is, hi Debbie, what I think is when I unstuck, I suddenly feel like all that pressure that I feel around me that's causing my gut to hurt and my heart to hurt and my shoulders to hurt, it's making me small, and it keeps bringing me in, and I'm in the cocoon, is what I realized. And as I broke free of that, and as I worked through this book and I worked through this process, what I began to understand is that I began to feel my arms literally raised to the side of me, and I felt as if I were being suspended. And at first I thought it was water, and then I thought, no, it's air. And why is that important? Well, because the cover of my butterfly and the image that I'm using as I work through this book has a lot to do with the metamorphosis of the butterfly. The metamorphosis of the butterfly. And so what I was experiencing was that I was beginning to feel the freedom to soar. I was beginning to feel what it was like to not be so consumed in that chrysalis that's tight and hard. And you have to go through it. You do. It's part of life in so many ways. But that's a growing time. I changed in that chrysalis. And you can too. And so I want you to think about, what does it feel like to be stuck? But what would it feel like to be unstuck? Right? So think about that for you. But who can you tell? You know a woman in your world, right? A woman in your world who longs to make her remarkable difference, longs to do what she was made to do, things that really matter to her. You know her. Yes, you may be her, but you know her. Who do you need to tell? This is a great deal, great opportunity. So think about who you can invite to read this with you, who you can tell about this book, who you can pass the word on to. Get it yourself, and then consider when you've had a chance to read it, leaving a review, because that's going to be a huge part of helping Amazon know that other people need to see this book. Okay, so that would be a big help, because they'll help promote it for us, and then I don't have to do it all by myself. So, what does it feel like to be stuck? And what would it feel like? What would it be worth to you to get unstuck? Huh? Okay, I gotta scoot. But I just want to know, thank you, all of you, for joining me on this call. Tamala is watching, and Tamala's here with me. Not right now, but she's here with me at the conference, as well as a bunch of the tribe girlfriends that I've made over the years. And you will see some of their names as endorsers in the book. Having written the foreword for the book, they have been a huge part of supporting me in this process. There's so much I could tell you about Tribe as far as its benefit to me as an author, but all that to say, because of them, I have a book to share with you today. So get it, share it, and see if you can write a review. All right? I got to scoot, but thank you so much for joining me. I wish I could read all of your little notes, and I will as soon as I get my glasses on. But I'm excited to have you as part of the team, excited to hear from you as far as what stands out and what stuck place you're able to overcome as you read through it. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.